Hello everyone, so let us solve this mathematics class 8 half yearly question paper, and the first question that we have are the MCQs. So oh, the first question is, what is the additive inverse of 3 by 4? So we know that additive inverse is the negative number which when added gives you a 0. So additive inverse will be option B, minus 3 by 4. Second question, a man spends 4400 rupees and saves 12% of his salary. His monthly salary is how much? So let us check this out. So question number 2, the man's savings are 12%, right? Savings is equal to 12%. So that means his expenditure will be how much? Expenditure is equal to 88%. So 88% of his total savings is equal to 4,400 rupees, right? So his total savings will be 4400 into 100 by 88. 88 50 times, and we get his total salary as rupees 5,000. So the correct option will be option C. Right. Now let us come to question number 3. So question number 3 says, subtract this from this. So from, remember, 4a cube minus 3b square minus, now remember this entire thing goes over here inside the brackets, will be a cube minus 3a square. So when you open up the brackets, what does this become? This becomes 4a cube minus 3b square minus a cube plus 3a square, right? So what do you get? 4a cube minus a cube, 3a cube minus 3b square plus 3a square. So your correct option will be 3a cube minus 3b square plus 3a square. Option number D. That will be your correct option. Just a minute. So what we have over here is our next question. In an exam, 52% of students failed in English, 42% in mathematics, and 17% failed in both. What percent of student passed in both? So you can do this with the diagram method, the Venn diagram method, what we have already done. But if you want to do it in the statement method, we can do it. 52% students failed in English. So students failed only in English. Students failed only in English will be equal to 52 minus 17. That is equal to how much? That will be equal to 35%, right? Now students failed only in mathematics will be equal to 42 minus 17, that is equal to 25%. Right? Student failed in both will be equal to 17%. It is already given. So past students will be equal to 100 minus 35 plus 25 plus 17. That gives you what percent? Yes, 100 minus 77 total. When you add this up, this becomes 60 plus 17, 77. So 100 minus 77 equals to 33%. So 33% student passed in all in both subjects. Right. Now let us come to the next question, which is question number 5. Let me scroll this up a little bit. Let us use another pen just to keep things bright. So now see, 5.678 into 10 to the power what now? See, this is a decimal number which is less than 1. So the power of 10 will be in negative. So when you have this, we start to count the number of zeros from over here. So decimal is here. So let us see 5.678, that is the standard form to write. Let us see how many places are we shifting the decimal to. We are shifting the decimal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. So it will be 5.678 into 10 to the power minus 5. That will be the correct option. Alright, now let us take up question number 6. If SP of 5 bottles is equal to the CP of 4 bottles, then gain or loss. So let us first find out the SP and which is greater, the CP or the SP. Now SP of 5 bottles is equal to CP of 4 bottles. So SP of 1 bottle will be equal to this. SP of 1 bottle will be equal to how much? 4 by 5 CP of 1 bottle. Right. So we can see SP is less than CP. Since SP is less than CP, hence we have a loss. Got? So loss तो है यहाँ पर. अभी कितना loss है यहाँ? So let us check out what will be the loss percent. So loss percent, the formula is loss by CP into 100. So what is the loss? 1 minus 4 by 5 is equal to 1 by 5. 1 by 5 is the loss on 1 into 100. So what does it become? It becomes 1 by 5 into 100, that is equal to 20%. So the loss is 20%. Got that? Now let us move to the next question. Question number 7. Let me shift this up a little bit so that we can see the questions clearly. Alright, 7th question. In what time will a sum of money double itself at 12% per annum simple interest? Now, we know principal is equal to P, so interest will also be equal to P. We are not concerned with what is the principal exactly. We just know that whatever it is, the interest will become equal to the principal because the sum, the amount is double. Amount is double means you get the same interest which is like the principal. Then we know the rate is 12% and we have to find out the time. Right? So time is equal to SI into 100 by P into R. So SI is what? P into 100 by P into what is rate? 12%. So when you cut this out, you get 25 by rate is rate is 12.5%. So rate is 12.5%. That is 25 by 3. Sorry. Let me just erase it. I got it incorrect. So let me get the eraser over here. Alright. So the rate is actually 12.5%. So it will be P into 100 by P into 12.5 means 25 by 2. So we keep the 25 over here and we take the 2 over here. So what you get is time will be 8 years. Right? So the correct option will be option D. Now let us check out question number 8. The square of 2a minus 3b, 2a minus 3b whole square is equal to what? Now a minus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square minus 2 into a into b. So what does it become in all? It becomes 4a square plus 9b square minus 12ab. So the correct answer will be 4a square plus 9b square minus 12ab. Option B will be your correct option, right? Now let us check this out. The breadth of a rectangle is 32 meters and its area is 1408 meters. So what is the perimeter? Right? So for what we do is we find the area. Area is given to us. So what we do is we get the breadth first. So B is equal to A by L, right? A divided by L is B. Let me shift this a little bit more. So B is equal to A by L. Now A is equal to 1408. Now 1408, when you divide it by, what do you divide it by? Breadth is, oh sorry, length you have to find out. So here we have to write length and here we have the breadth. So 1408 divided by 32, that gives you, when you divide it, you get 44 centimeters. So that is the length you get. So when you look at the perimeter, it is twice length plus breadth. So length is 44, breadth is 32. So you get P is equal to 2 into 76. P is equal to 2 into 76. That makes it 152 centimeters. Now remember, it will be centimeters, not centimeter square, because this is perimeter, not area. In area, the unit will be in square centimeters, but in perimeter, the unit will be in centimeters. Alright. Now let us take up this last question over here. Question number 10. An article bought at rupees 350 is sold at a profit of 20%. Its SP would be what? So we know the formula. SP is equal to 100 plus profit percent by 100 into CP, right? So CP is given. So 120 by 100 into 350, that comes up to rupees 420. So that will be its SP, right? So that was that for our MCQs. Now let us move on to question number 2, where all the questions were for 2 marks each. So let us just come to this part, okay, and we will move the board a little bit so that we can focus more on the questions over here, right? Now let us get to the question. Question number 1. Simplify. Let me take a different color over here now. So what else? Let us take a blue. So question number 1. minus 2 by 7 to the power of minus 3, 3 to the power of minus 2 into curly brackets into minus 2 by 7 to the power of 4 to the power of 3. Now see, the bases are the same, and if you remember the laws of the exponents, what it becomes is minus 2 by 7 to the power of minus 6 into minus 2 by 7 to the power of 12. Now with into, you know you have to add up the powers, so this becomes minus 2 by 7 to the power of minus 6 plus 12, that is equal to 6. So the answer will be minus 2 by 7 to the power of 6. So it will be equal to minus 2 by 7 to the power of 6. That will be your answer. Let us take up question number 2. Raman purchased a pair of sandals at 882 including the GST. So if the original price is 840, find the rate of GST. So what was the GST? Right. So the original price is rupees 840. With tax, it is, or the selling price is equal to rupees 882. So that means tax is how much? Tax is 42 rupees. Right. Now rate of tax is equal to 42 by 840 into 100. That makes it 5%. So rate of tax will be 5%. Okay. Now let us take up question number 3. Find the area of a rectangle with length 3x square y meters and breadth 4x square y square meters. We know it is pretty simple. A is equal to length into breadth. So what do you find? 3x square y into 4x square y square. That will be equal to 12 x to the power 4 y to the power 3 meters. That will be your answer. Right. Now let us move on to question number 4. Okay, let us just over here and let us bring this over here as well. Okay, so let us move this over here. So now question number 4. So prove that A into B plus A into C is equal to, where is this? Let us do this question over here, 4th one. So prove that A into B plus A into C is equal to A into B plus C for the values where A is equal to 1 by 2, B is equal to 2 and C is equal to minus 1 by 2. Let me just shift it a little bit away. Minus 1 by 2. Okay, let us now substitute the values and see how it works. So A is what? A is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 into B is what? 2 plus 1 by 2 into minus 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2 into 2 minus 1 by 2, right? That should be how it is. So this is 1 by 2 into 2 is 1 plus minus 1 by 4 equals to 1 by 2 into minus 2 minus 1 by 2 is what? Minus 3 by 2, right? So let us take this minus 1 minus 1 by 4 is equal to 2 into, sorry, not minus 3 by 2, but rather 3 by 2, because it is 2 minus 1 by 2, right? So it will be 3 by 2. So 1 minus 1 by 4, this is equal to 3 by 4. 1 minus 1 by 4 is also equal to 4 minus 1 by 4, that is equal to 3 by 4. Hence proved. Right? Now let us take up question number 5. So what does question number 5 say? A gets 10% more salary than B and C gets 10% less salary than B. So if B's salary, let us consider, if B's salary is equal to X, then what happens to A's salary? C's salary becomes, C is less than, C's salary will be equal to 9 by 10x, because it is 10% less than B's salary. So we know that C's salary is given over here 8100, right? So 9 by 10x is equal to 8100. So what this implies is x is equal to 10 into 8100 by 9. That makes it rupees 9000. Now remember, this is C's salary. Okay. Now if C's salary 8100 or 8100, then it becomes 9x into 10 is 9. C's salary becomes 9000. Now remember, A's salary is 10% more than that of B's salary. So B's salary becomes rupees 9000. So A's salary is equal to 11 by 10x, right? It is 10% more than that of B's salary. So we know what is x. 11 by 10 into 9000 is equal to rupees 9900. So that becomes A's salary, right? Now let us move on to the last question over here in this segment, which is question number 6. Question number 6. So find the time in which 2500 will become 2750. So see, P is rupees 2500, and remember A is rupees 2750. So that makes simple interest is equal to rupees 250. Now rate is given 8% and we have to find the time. So T is equal to SI into 100 by P into R. So you get this P into R. So 10 by 8, that makes it 5 by 4 years. In 5 by 4 years, this will become 2750. Alright. Now let us move on to the questions of Roman number 3, the 3-mark questions. Okay, so what must be added to the sum of, let me take a different colored pen over here. Alright, what must be added to the sum of this and this to get this? So first let us find out how are we supposed to write this. So you are getting minus 12a square plus 8a minus 15, and you have to take away from it the sum of 5a square plus 3a minus 8 plus 3a square minus 2a plus 7. So you see, what must be added to the sum of this to get this? So that means this is lacking something which is not yet completed by this. So this is, let us say this sum is A, right? So A, something must be added to A to get B, right? So what should this be? So this will be, what must be added to this? So this will be B minus A. So A is the sum. So B is this one and A is this sum. So now we open up and we get minus 12A square plus 8A minus 15 minus 5A square minus 3A plus 8 plus 8 minus 3A square plus 2A minus 7. Now let us do all the additions and subtractions. So minus 2A square minus 3A square minus 2A square minus 3A square. What do you get over here? Oh, minus 5A square is as well. So minus 2A square minus 5A square minus 3A square. So what do you get over here? You get minus 5A square minus 3A square. No, minus 8A square. So minus 12A square minus 8A square, you get minus 20A square. Now let us take up the A's. Plus 8A minus 3A plus 2A. So 10A minus 3A makes it plus 7A. Minus 15 plus 8 minus 7. Minus 15 minus 7 is minus 22. Minus 22 plus 8 is minus 14. So that should be your answer. Okay. Now let us take up question number 2. Find the length of a field if its find the length of a field if its length is find the length of its breadth of its, find the breadth of a field if its length is 2 by 5 meter and the breadth is, and the perimeter is 5 by 6 meters. So there is an error. It should be find the breadth of the field if its length is 2 by 2 meters and perimeter is 5 by 6 meters. So let us take up the perimeter first. Perimeter is what? 5 by 6 meters. So that makes it 35 by 6 meters and its length is equal to 2 by 3 meters. So that makes it 8 by 3 meters. Right? Now, breadth will be equal to half of, perimeter is this much, length is this much. Right? So when you half the perimeter, the formula is breadth is equal to perimeter twice breadth is equal to perimeter minus twice length, or you can write breadth is equal to half perimeter minus length. Right? So half perimeter will be what? Half perimeter will be 35 by 12 minus length, that is 8 by 3. Okay, so what do you get over here? 12 will be the LCM over here. 35 minus 20. Oh, sorry, 35 minus not 24, 32. 35 minus 8 4s 32 is equal to 3 by 12 meters, that is equal to 1 by 4 meters. So the breadth will be 1 by 4 meters. Now let us move on to the next question, which is use a suitable identity to find the value of 98 square. Now 98 square can be written as 100 minus 2 square, and remember this is a minus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. So this will be equal to 100 square plus 2 square minus 2 into 100 into 2. That is minus 400. Got that? So you will have 100 square is equal to 10,000 plus 4 minus 400. So what you get is 99,604. That will be the value. Now for the next one, which is 10.1 into 9.9. So this can be written as A part, B part. This, let me just move this a little bit. So this can be written as 10 plus 0.1 into 10 minus 0.1. So if you remember the identity, this is a plus b into a minus b. So what does it become? 10 square minus 0.1 square. So this will be equal to 10 square is what? 100 minus 0.01. That makes it 99.99. That will be the answer. Now let us take up the C option. C option is 201 whole square. So this is 200 plus 1 whole square. So the identity is a plus b whole square, which is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. So a square is what? 200 square plus 1 square plus 2 into 1 into 200. So that is 200 square will be what? 40,000 plus 1 plus 400. So the answer will be 40401. Got that? Now let us move to the next question, which is question number this one. Let us move it to the side and let us solve this over here. Find the interest on rupees 8,000 for 18 months at 10% per annum compounded half yearly. Right? So let us take this up over here. P is equal to what? 8,000. That P is rupees 8,000. R is 10% per annum. So it becomes 5% because remember it is compounded half yearly, right? So rate becomes 5%. Rate will be written as 5%. Time is equal to 18 months. 18 months means, now see, this is compounded half yearly. That means how many segments of 18 months will be there? So it will be 3 segments. Okay. Now let us apply the formula. A is equal to 8,000 into 1 plus 5 by 100 to the power of 3. This becomes 8,000 into this is 105 by 100, so let us write it as 21 by 20 into 21 by 20 into 21 by 20, right? So all this 21 by 20, this is taken away, and 21 into 21 into 21 is equal to rupees, I have done the calculation, 9261. And remember, you don't have to find, this is the amount, you have to find the interest. So I will be equal to 9261 minus 8000, that is equal to rupees 1261. So this will be your answer, not this one. So if you leave it at this one, you will lose marks. Alright, now let us move on to question numbers 5 and 6. Let me shift the board a little bit over here and let us do the sums over here. The CP of an article is 1700 and the shopkeeper fixes a marked price for it, then gives a discount of 15% on it, and even after the discount the shopkeeper makes a gain of 20%. So the information which is given to us over here is that CP is equal to rupees 1700, right? Profit still made on the CP is 20%. So that means SP is equal to 120 by 100 into 1700, right? That is how we find the SP. So the SP will be written as rupees 2040. 120 into 17, that makes it rupees 2040. Now this rupees 2040 is the discounted price. Remember, it is given after the discount of 15%. So when the discount, so let us say if marked price is X, if MP is equal to X, then selling price and discount is equal to 15%, then selling price becomes 85 by 100x. This 15% discount. Now, so selling price is 100 minus discount by 100 into marked price. So this 85 by 100x is equal to 2040. Both the selling price would be equal, right? So is equal to 2040. So now we find the x, and this will be 2040 into 100 by 85. So both of them, we know they are divisible by 17. So 5 times, and this was 120 times 20, and 120 into 20, that gives you the marked price as rupees 2400. And remember, what were you asked to find out? The marked price. So this will be the final answer and not the other one. Alright, now let us move on to the last question of the segment, which is question number 6. The annual rate of growth of a population of a city is 8% if its population is 196830. Now, what was its population an year ago? Now see, it is growing at a rate of 8%. So if the initial population was X previous year, then this year it has become 108 by 100x. So previous year's population was this much, and this year this has become this much. So we already have the numbers for it. So 108x by 100 is equal to what? 196830. So now when you find the value of x, this becomes 100 into 196830 by 108, and when you do the sum, you will find that it comes to 18250. Got that? So both of them, they are divisible by 9. So both these digits, you do the mathematics. I will not take up the time over here. So this comes to 1, the previous year's population was 182250. So this should be the correct answer. Now let us move on to segment B, section B. So section B, you had the questions which, let me expand this, 3 questions each. So let us take up these questions one by one. The length of a rectangle is 15 centimeters and its diagonal measures 17 centimeters. Find its breadth, area and perimeter. So remember, here you have to use the Pythagoras theorem. How do you use that? Let us draw a figure first. That will help you to understand bigger. Sorry, my rectangle is a bit teda meda, but I hope you get the idea. So this is the diagonal, this is 17 and the length measures 15. So according to Pythagoras theorem, 17 square minus 15 square will give you the breadth square, right? So what do you get over here? 17 square is what? 289. This is 225. So you get 64 over here. This implies that breadth will be equal to 8 centimeters, right? All of them are in centimeters. So when the breadth is 8 centimeters, what will be the perimeter? Perimeter is equal to twice length plus breadth, that is equal to twice into 2 into 23, that is equal to 46 centimeters, right? Now area will be equal to what? 15 into 8, that is equal to 120 square centimeters. So you find out this, you get 1 mark, you find out this, you get 2 marks, you find out this, you get 3 marks. Alright, now let us move on to the next question. So the next question says, let me push this down a little bit. The next question, what does the next question say? The next question is, if, question number 2, x plus 1 by x is equal to 4, then find the value of x minus 1 by x square plus 1 by x square and x to the power 4 plus 1 by x to the power 4. Now what do we need to do is, we just need to square both the sides. So what do we get over here? X square plus 1 by x square plus 2 is equal to 16. You move this 2 to this side and you get x square plus 1 by x square is equal to 14. Now that is the value of x square plus 1 by x square. Now let us try to find out x minus 1 by x. So when you square this, you also get x square plus 1 by x square minus 2. So x minus 1 whole square is equal to 14 minus 2. Remember, we got the value of x square plus 1 by x square over here, which is 14. So this comes to 12. So now x minus 1 by x will be equal to under root 12. You can leave it this way. That will fetch you the marks. Now what about x to the power x to the power 4 plus 1 by x to the power 4. So let us square this, right? So once you start to square this, what do you get over here? X to the power 4 plus 1 by x to the power 4 plus 2 is equal to, what is 14 square? 196. Now you move this to this side and what you are left with is x to the power 4 plus 1 by x to the power 4 is equal to 196 minus 2, that is equal to 194. So these 3 will be your answers. Oh, I have written it over here. 14, root 12 and 194. Now let us move on to the next question, and we will need a little bit of space for this. some calculation is needed, so let us just shift this question. Okay, let us move on to this side. We'll do this question over here. So what does it say? On the occasion of Durga Puja, shop is offering discounts as 30%. Now let us just note down the facts first. So t-shirts 30% off, 30% discount. Then skirts 25% discount. Then trousers is equal to 10% discount. Right. Find the total amount paid by Nalini if she buys 4 t-shirts marked at 520 each, 2 trousers marked at 1250 and 5 skirts marked at 750. Let us calculate it for one. Okay, so SP of one t-shirt, SP of one t-shirt will be what? One t-shirt is marked at 520, right? So 520 into 30%, 70 by 100. So that makes it 52 into 7, 7 2s 14, 35, 364 for one t-shirt, right? So price of 4 t-shirts will be what? Price of SP of 4 t-shirts will be this into 4, that makes it rupees 1456. Okay, now SP of one skirt, 25% discount. So skirt costs how much? Skirt costs 780. 780 into 75 by 100. Right? So you get this 3, 4. This will be 24. 4 ones 4, 4 nines 36. 20, 195 into 3, that makes it, or you do it into 2 as well, because there are 2, how many skirts did she buy? 5 skirts, sorry. So 5 skirts, you multiply it with 5 as well, and you get the total price as 2925 rupees. Alright. Now let us find out SP of one trouser. SP of one trouser will be what? 1250, and it has 10% discount into 90 by 100 into 2. She has what? How many trousers? 2 trousers, right? So we get, when we do the math, we get the sum as rupees 2250. Now you add all of them up, and the total money which she has spent is 6631. Right. So if you get this right, 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 marks, and this one is for 4 marks. So this question was for 4 marks. Alright, now let us move on to our next question. This is the question over here. Question number 5. Let us shift this even a bit more so that we can get more space. Alright, so now find the amount to be paid and compound interest on rupees 5,000 for 1.5 years at 10% compounded annually. Now see, the thing here is, this is for 1.5 years, but the interest is being compounded annually. So what you do is, you first find the A, that is A is equal to 5,000 into rate is 10%, 110 by 100 for 1 year only, right? So it will be, you will find it as 5500. Now remember, this is for 1 year. Now after half year, so here what it becomes is, now you have to do it in the simple interest method. The simple interest method will be principal 5500 into rate 10% into time, that is 6 by 12. So the time becomes 1 by 2 years, because it is only for half year that we have to calculate, right? So now what you get over here is 55,500 into 10, 255, 5500. The simple interest. Simple interest is rupees 275. So amount will be, remember, find the amount. If you leave it over here, you will lose marks. So this is not the correct answer. Amount will be 5500 plus 275, that is equal to rupees 5775. This will be the correct answer. Okay, now let us move on to the next question. Over here what we have is, find the area of the shaded part. All the measurements are in centimeters. So you need to look at this first. So this is, entire thing is 12 centimeters. So let us look at this part first. This rectangle, let us just think about this rectangle first. So let us call this as rectangle A. So rectangle A, this is question number 2. Rectangle A will be equal to, the length is what? 20 meters into width is what? 20 centimeters into 2 centimeters. That will be equal to 40 square centimeters. Right. Now let us look at the other rectangle, which is this rectangle. So rectangle, this rectangle, right? So rectangle B area, we are finding out the area, right? Area of rectangle B will be what? What is the length over there? 12 into 2. 12 into 3, sorry. 12 into 3. So this is 3 centimeters, right? See, 3. 12 into 3, so that makes it 36 square centimeters. Now when you add them up, total area will be equal to 40 plus 36. But remember, we have used this portion twice, so we will need to remove from this portion. What do we need to remove? 2 into 3. So 40 plus 36 is 76 minus 6. So the total area becomes 70 square centimeters. So this will be your answer. Alright. Now let us take up the division over here. So I need to shift it because I need a larger space. Yes, let us divide over here. So the question was, I have the question with me over here. So the question is, this is the third, so the third question over here is 6x to the power 4 minus 16x cube plus 29x square plus x plus 10 divided by, what is it divided by? It is divided by 3x minus 2. So we need to cancel out. Now see, first we check whether all of them are in order. Yes, all of them are in order. So we start with the first one. So we need to multiply it with 2x to the power 3, 2x cube. So that gives us 6x to the power 4 minus 2 into 2x cube gives us minus 4x cube. Now remember, the signs change over here. So what are we left with? Okay, we are left with minus 12x cube, and these were all in the first line, so their signs do not change, and we just bring them down. 29x square plus x plus 10. Now we need to take away this minus 12x cube. Here we have 3x, so we need to multiply it with minus 4x square. So when you multiply with it minus 4x square, you get minus 12x cube, and minus 2 into minus 4x square gives you plus 8x square. Remember, the signs change over here, so this becomes minus, and we are left with 21x square. Now these are again in the first line, so their signs do not change, and we bring them down just like that. Now we have to take away 21x square, so we multiply it with plus 7x. 3x into 7x gives us 21x square minus 14x. Remember, the signs change, so together this becomes 15x plus 10. We now need to take away 15x, so we will simply multiply it with 5, and we get 15x minus, sorry, this was plus 10 or minus 10? Minus 10. 15x minus 10. So this becomes minus 10 minus 2x plus 5. 15x plus 10 minus 10, and we get over here minus 2. So the sign change over here, and we get a remainder of 20. Okay, this goes away, and that is that. That is the sum for you. So that is for the next sum, and let us move on to the next question. The next question over here. If a plus b is equal to 5, find the value of a square plus b square. Alright, so let us check this out first. First question, a plus b is equal to 5, ab is equal to 2. A plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab, right? So a plus b whole square becomes 25 equals to a square plus b square plus 2 into 2, that is 4. So when we take the 4 over here, what we get is a square plus b square is equal to 21. Right? Alright. So this will be answer. Now let us move on to question number 2 given over here. What will be the cost of fencing a field with area 340 square meters with breadth 17 meters? Now we know that for perimeter we need to find the length. So length is equal to 340 by 17, that gives us 20 meters. So now we find out the perimeter. Perimeter is equal to twice length plus breadth. When we say twice length plus breadth, we get 2 into 37. So 20 plus 17 is 37. That is equal to 74 meters. No? 74 meters. Right. Now the total cost will be total cost of fencing it is 78 rupees per meter. So you have to fence 74 meters, you multiply it with 78 and you get the answer as rupees 577 So this should be your answer. Now let us come to question number 6. So let me just shift the board a little bit so that we find the space over here. All right, so what do we have over here now? Let me take it. What does the question say? So she'll invest 15,000 on compound interest at 5% per annum compounded annually for a period of 2 years. So let us first find out. At the end of 2 years, he wants to buy a TV set that costs rupees. Now find out if he will have enough money to buy it, or if not, then how much money he will be short of. So let us just check with what amount he has. What is the money that Sushil has? So let us find out the amount first. So amount is principal into 5% annum. So 21 by 20 into 21 by 20. So I'm not writing in detail. The formula will be 105 by 100 into 105 by 100. So I have written it that way. So you can take it up as this one. Then 4 divided by that. So you get you divide it by 4. So you get 4 3s 12, 30, 4 7s 28 and 5. And you get 375 into 21 into 21, and you will get the money as rupees. I did the calculation, 16537.50. That is the amount he gets. Now remember, how much does he need? He needs 18,000. So he will be short by how much? 18,000 minus 16537.50, which is equal to how much rupees? 1462.50 rupees. This much money he'll be short of. Okay, now let us take up the next question. So next question over here we have. Remember, you have to solve not all the questions, but where did it go? I shifted it so much. Right here we have it. Avinash has enough money to buy 36 blankets for an old age home for 500 rupees each. Let us just so he has enough money to buy blankets at rupees 500 each. So let us first find out how much money he has. Okay, so money he has is equal to 36 into 500. Remember, he has enough money to buy 36 blankets, so that is equal to 18,000 rupees. Now the shopkeeper is giving him a discount of 10%. So that means cost of each blanket. Now what is the cost of each blanket becomes now? Cost of each blanket after discount becomes 500 के ऊपर कितना दे रहा है? 90 by 100. Okay? He's giving a discount of 10% on each blanket. So the cost now becomes rupees 450. So now how many extra blankets can he buy? So 18,000 1000 is the money he has, and now the blankets cost 450 rupees. So when you divide it, you get 40. So that means earlier he was buying 36 blankets, extra blankets. How many extra blankets can he buy now? 40 minus 36, that is equal to 4. He can now buy 4 extra blankets. He can now buy 4 more blankets. Okay. Now let us check this out. Multiply 4x square minus, so let us take a little bit of space over here so that we can have all the numbers written clearly. Let me just shift this up so we can write the sum over here. Okay, so now which are the colors are there? So what are we supposed to multiply? 4x square should be multiplied with minus 5x square plus 7x minus 6. Sorry. Minus 3x will again be multiplied by minus 5x square plus 7x minus 6, and plus 4 will also be multiplied by minus 5x square plus 7x minus 6. So let us do the sum now. So what we get? Minus 20x to the power 4 plus 28x cube minus 24x square plus 15x cube minus 21x square plus 18x minus 20x square plus 28x minus 24. Now let us add all of them up. So there is only one x to the power 4, so minus 20x to the power 4 remains over here. Now let us see what happens with x cube. So 28x cube plus 15x cube, that is that. This one and this one covered. So we have 28 plus 15, that makes it plus 43x cube. Now let us look at the squares. Minus 24, minus 21. So those who find it difficult, it is minus 24, minus 21 and minus 20 x square. So see, this x square, this x square, this x square. So that adds up to minus 65. Minus 65x square. Now we are left with only the numbers, and there is just one number over here, minus 24. So this should be your answer. Okay, this will get you full marks. Now let us look at the last question of this segment. So if it is, if x by y is equal to minus 1 by 3 to the power of minus 3. Let us first write the sum over here. Sorry, let me move the board a little bit. Yes. Let us write the question over here. This is the third question. X by y is equal to minus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 3 to the power of minus 3 divided by 2 by 3 to the power of minus 4. find the value of, what is it that we are asked to find the value of x by y to the power of -3. तो पहले तो हम ये निकालते हैं कि x by y की क्या वैल्यू, x by y is equal to -1/3 to the power of -3, right? So what does this become? -1/3. So just a minute, we reverse this, and what we get over here is -1/3, so we get -3 to the power of 3. This becomes reversed, and the power becomes positive, divided by, this becomes reversed, 3/2 to the power of 4, right? That is what we get over here. So now let us check out. This becomes -3 to the power of 3 by 3 to the power of 4. Remember, this becomes into 2 to the power 4. Why? Because this becomes into 2/3 to the power of 4. This is divided. This is divided part, so this becomes the reverse. Power remains the same because we are changing the division sign to multiplication sign. So now what do we get over here? We get minus, so 3 minus 3 to the power, now we have to find this -3, so this becomes -27 by 81 into 16, right? So 3 times, this becomes -2 to the power 4. The sign will remain over here, so this becomes -2 to the power 4 by 3. And remember, we have to find this -3. So what we do now is we change this, we shift this to the we do the reciprocal. So what do we get over here? -3 to the power 3 by 2 to the power 4 into 3, right? So this becomes 2 to the power 12. So what do we get over here? 2 to the power 12. So this will be -27 by, or you can leave it this way as well, 2 to the power 12, too long multiplication, so just leave it as -3 to the power 3 by 2 to the power 12. That will be the correct answer. Alright, now let us move on to the, I think the very last question over here. Let us search, where did we leave, where did that go? Yes, it is here. Let us bring it up. Let us bring this up. And now, so shall I be able to see this? Right. So let us take up this question. Simplify x, let me write it this way over here so that you are able to see it clearly. X to the power of m plus n whole square into x to the power of n plus p whole square into x to the power of m plus p whole square divided by x to the power of m into x to the power of n into x to the power of p whole cube. Right. Now this, remember, all of them, they will be added up. So what does this become now? X to the power of 2m plus 2n into x to the power of 2n plus 2p into x to the power of 2m plus 2p divided by x to the power of 3m into x to the power of 3m plus 3n plus 3p, right? All the powers, they will be added up, m plus n plus p, and this is multiplied 3 times, so all of them become like this. So now what do you get over here? Now remember, all of them will be added up. So what do you get? X to the power of 4m plus 4n plus 4p divided by x to the power of 3m plus 3n plus 3p, and when you cross them out, you are left with x to the power of m into x to the power of n plus x to the power of p, or you can also write it as x to the power of m plus n plus p, right? So this will be your answer, or this way or this way. So this should be your answer. All right, let us check out the next question. Add the sum of minus 5a square plus 13a to the difference of 11a square. So we have to find the sum. Let us find out the sum first. Question number 2. Minus 5a square plus 13a plus, minus 8 plus 13a minus 8 plus 6a square minus 7a plus 15. Let us say this is the first sum. So what do we get over here? Minus 5a square plus 6a square, that is equal to a square plus 13a minus 7a plus 6a minus 8 plus 15 plus 7, right? So this is the first part. Now let us find the difference. Difference of 11a square, 11a square minus 4a plus 12 and 3a square plus 6a minus 21. Right? Remember, when there is negative sign outside, all the signs inside change. So what we have? 11a square plus 3a square. So what do we get? 14a square minus 4a square minus 6a square. So what do we get? Minus 4a minus 6a, we get minus 10a plus 12 minus 20 plus 12 plus 21. So we get plus 33. So you get the sum and you get the difference, and now you have to add all of them up, both of them up. So add them up. So what do you get? This plus this, 15 final sum. Final sum is what? A square plus 14a square, 15a square, 6a minus 10a minus 4a plus 7 plus 33 plus 40. So this should be your final answer. Now let us look at the very last sum, the very last question over here, and let us solve that. Mohan's income is 15,500 rupees per month. He saves 11% of his income. So let us check out what is Mohan saving. So third sum, income is equal to rupees 15,500. Saving is equal to 11%. So let us find out. 11% of 15500, it comes up to rupees 1705. So this is his savings. Now it says his income increases by 10%. So let us see what his new income will be. New income increases by 10%. So new income becomes what? 15500 into 11 by 10, right? Because it is increasing by 10%, 10%. So now his new income becomes what? 17050, right? So his new income becomes 17050. He reduces his saving to 10%. Earlier he was saving 11%. Now his savings are 17050, 10% of what is this? If you find out, we see that it again remains 0, changes 1705. His savings are 1705, right? So earlier his savings was what? 1705. Now his savings are what? 1705. So there is no change in his savings. That was that for the final question, and I hope that all of you were able to understand the sums. Thank you.